Hey guys, welcome back to Stover Hollow Farm. Today I've got something we're going to do that's been on the list for a long time now, and we're finally going to get to it. But first, let me show you a couple things that we've done off camera. So we got this master bathroom fully demoed, and so all the stuff that I'd pulled out of here was just piled in this bedroom. And so one of the things I did off camera, we got all that picked up and out of here. A couple of good boards there we might use for something around the shop or something like that that we've kept there. But all the rest of it we got hauled off and out of here. The vanity was trash, but the sink is still good enough to donate. So we kept that. And the toilet, jury's still out on whether what we're gonna do with that, if it's trash or not. Now another thing we did was outside. So as I said in one of the previous videos, there were kind of two sections of the driveway it split, or maybe I didn't, so I'll tell you now. But see, we're driving along here. This section is pretty smooth. There's a few holes. But then right here, you can see there's an old path that goes down to the left here. And for whatever reason, maintenance or kept washing out or whatever, they decided to go up to this driveway up here. There's not really any point in having two driveways or two sections of the driveway here. And so my intention is, since we've got the tractors and everything to work on the driveway, I'm going to put it back down here. And so there were trees growing out over the edges of it and everything. And so I trimmed all those back, so now we can drive through here without scraping the truck on everything. And so that's one of the things we did off camera. We still need to cut the rest of all that up. There's a little bit of it piled up there that I've already cut, but the rest of it I've hauled off and burned. Okay, so you saw what we did off camera, and that was me and my dad and my father-in-law did all that stuff. That was the first time my father-in-law's gotten to help out much, and he was happy to help. And so that brings us to what we're doing today. We're down here at my parents' place now, and we're getting the tractor, and we're gonna head up and get that deep freeze out of the shop up there. So, as I said before, it was too heavy to move by hand, so we're here grabbing some tools here. Let's see. Alright, so we've got some chain and a come along, and we probably forgot something, but I don't know what we forgot yet. So, there we go. Alright, so here it is, and I almost need my mask on just to even be in this shop right now. It stinks so bad. So the plan is to get these chains on it, drag it over the door, and get it on those forks. So here we go. So far so good. Got it dragged to the door, now we can get it on the forks. Success! I am super excited to get this thing out of here. Now this is still just part of the battle. It's not completely gone yet. It's still going to be on the property, but it's going to be out of our way, and the stink was just unbelievable from this thing. froze together, isn't it? So up there you see the back side of the shop here, lean-tos on there on the back side, and all of this stuff just scattered out everywhere. All sorts of just randomness back here. And so I brought these. Here's a fridge and a freezer here, and you can see stuff was still inside there. So I've got these back here. Just opened them up so they can air out and kind of deteriorate. Animals, bugs, and everything can get to that. Let this stuff decay back here until we want to deal with it later. So these two are here, and then the other one that you saw us getting the tractor with is back there a little bit further out of sight. So that's what we've done, and they're just going to sit here for quite a while until the smell calms down enough that we can actually dispose of them a little more appropriately. Now we're getting ready to start cleaning up in here. This is kind of what we got to start with. We got this deep freeze pulled out, and who knows what we're gonna find in here. Alright guys, so as you saw, we got interrupted from our cleaning the shop out, and we have gas. Fully functioning, so we can cook now, and our furnaces on the top 2 floors will be fully functional now. The top floor upstairs is fully functional right now, so we can keep it warm. The middle floor, the one we're standing on right now, is not functional yet, and that's because of this right here. No thermostat. The old one was laying around here somewhere. I don't know where it went. But anyway, it got ruined from the batteries that were inside it, and so it needs a new one. And sometime in the next couple of days, that will be taking place, and as well as the one downstairs, the furnace down there. We had a guy out, and he replaced a part on it, and it was fully functional for a while, just for a few days, and then the same part blew out again. And so there's another underlying problem in there somewhere. Got to figure out what that problem is, and so that one will be fixed. So hopefully in the next few days we'll have all 3 furnaces fully functional. So back up here at the shop, you can see all these just piles of stuff everywhere, all around here. And then wind or animals or whatever has scattered some of it even further, kind of down into the woods. It's probably honestly going to be years before we find everything. And we may not ever find everything and get it all picked up. But we've got to get as much as we can. So, our progress yesterday, I mean, it hardly looks like we did anything. But we kind of started over in this corner, swept everything out, moved everything out, and then anything that we're either keeping or we just haven't sorted through yet is piled back over here. So these two big trash cans are just full of, now a lot of this is just scrap metal and not really useful for much of anything else, but this one, and it's too dark for you to see, but this one is full, up like halfway full of small stuff, and a lot of it's like hardware, nails, screws, bolts, and it's not necessarily all trash. I mean, you could just take it to scrap, I guess, but there are some things that could be useful, and so you don't really want to just toss the whole thing without going through there and making sure there's not something that you want in there. But it's very time consuming, so those are just going to sit there for now till we get the time to go through it a little more thoroughly. And so yeah, we've just got this little corner kind of sorted and cleaned up, and the rest of it, long way to go. So we've got some trash. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 big cans of trash so far, and then this is for sure just old scrap metal in this one, and then aluminum here, and then all of these propane canisters that need disposed of, aerosol cans that need disposed of, and some batteries, and then some various fluids that need disposed of. And again, over there is where the deep freeze was. So, now that one over there, that's like a kegerator. You can see it's got the tap on the side there. It is empty, so it's not nearly such a problem. It doesn't stink like the other stuff did. So anyway, that's what we're going to do today, is continue working on this, and hopefully make a lot of progress.